In this video, we will review how to customize your invoices. Invoices are documents that are sent to clients requesting payments. So for some of you, that would be just a basic form. For others, maybe you don't even need to send invoices because you're selling a product online and that's all taken care of in your online shopping cart. But for others, having a very custom and particular type of invoice really sets the tone for your business and is an important piece of your operations. QuickBooks doesn't necessarily have all of the functionality as some of the free template builders. However, if you were to use one of those programs, you would have to recreate everything again in QBO, thus duplicating your workload. So QuickBooks does have some functionality, and we'll review that now. The easiest way that I like to get to this section is by going to the gear icon and then selecting Custom Form Styles in that first column of options. As with many of the functions inside QBO, there are multiple ways to get to the same area, but I tend to like this because this can show me my history, all the different types of forms that I have, and then I get the option to update an invoice, which is a document that requests payment from a client, an estimate, which gives the client an idea of how much the services will cost, or a sales receipt. A sales receipt is a document that is paid immediately. So in this section, we will review the invoice. So on the top left-hand side, we see that we have three different options or sections that have customizable selections. The first, we can make a change to the name. Maybe you want something custom invoice 2023. We can dive in with a template, and this on screen on the right hand side is like a viewing pane that will show us how the information would look depending on which selection we make. We can add a logo. We can change the colors. Maybe you have a particular color. We can adjust the font. Again, QBO doesn't have a lot of functionality, but it is nice to kind of change a few items. So this first section is more geared towards how the invoice will look. The second section more views what information it will actually include. So you can see we have the three different sections. The first section is general company information. The second section is the descriptions of the products provided. And then the third section is going to be the balance due and how much they would pay. So if you click on each section, you will see you get different options of items that you can change. So you can change, instead of invoice, we can say investment, something kind of nice. We can also, maybe we don't want them to see the product or service title. We just want them to see the description. And then the final section of items, every time a client receives an invoice, we have an option to email it to them. So along with designing the way the invoice looks, we have a few options on how the email will look. So we even have the option to change this message to the customer. So right now it says, "We appreciate your business. Please find your invoice details here. Feel free to contact us if you have any questions." So if you wanted to, you can update that, or you can leave it as the QuickBooks default. And then we also have a reminder email just in case maybe the payment is past due and you want to check up on it, see when they are going to send out that check. We have a little invoice email template for that as well. So a lot of different customization settings that we can choose from. It's not as robust as maybe some of the other programs out there, but the fact that it already imports into your accounting software and you won't need to duplicate any efforts is really very nice. And again, QBO is one of the most commonly used online accounts. So the way QBO looks is very standard for a lot of clients. And that is customizing your invoices. So when you're done, you can preview the PDF, see what it looks like, see what the client would be receiving. If you love it, you can click done. And then that template will be used on any new invoices that you send out to your clients, as shown here.